All right, good afternoon. Thank you for coming to the Manhattan New Lenox TRIAD. My name is Marissa. I am the Fire Life Safety Educator and Public Information Officer for the New Lenox Fire District. We want to welcome you all here. We have a fantastic group today. We also have a lot of speakers. I'm going to have them introduce themselves when they come up, and they are going to be giving us a lot of information on some resources from our area. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you
Great.
start.
Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. My name is Julie Opal. I'm an independent living advocate from Disability Resource Center. We are located in Joliet. We are a center for independent living, and there are 23 centers for independent living in the state of Illinois. We all serve different counties. We serve Will County and Grundy County. So I'm sure you guys all know about Ed Roberts. He was an American disability rights activist. I know I'm living on time, so I'm just going to kind of skip through some of these things up through the presentation. I apologize. So, like I said, to the date, there are a total of 403 centers for independent living across the United States. And like I said, there's 22 in the state of Illinois, and they all serve different counties. We are a 501(c) nonprofit organization, and we receive federal and state funding. Many centers for independent living also apply for grants and contracts in order to give access to more programming for the consumers that we serve. Each center is ran and operated by its own staff and board of directors, and the federal and state law defines that centers for independent living mandate at least 51% of our staff and board members are individuals with disabilities. So we provide 5 core services to our consumers. Advocacy, we're big on advocacy, speaking up for yourselves. I work with a very a wide range of people, teaching them about community and system advocacy. There's times where we'll even take the bus down to Springfield and advocate as a group for community and systems advocacy, as well as, of course, self-advocacy, speaking up for yourself. We offer peer counseling services. We host a women's group, men's group, traumatic brain injury group, deaf and hard of hearing services group, adult autism group, game night, and as other groups appear to be in need, we are certainly willing to add more groups to our peer support groups that we do offer. We do a lot of information referral. A lot of people have never heard of Disability Resource Center. We've been around since 1987. We get a lot of calls from people saying, how do I apply for Social Security? I need help with Medicaid. I'm having a hard time paying my bills. So we provide them with the necessary resources that they can reach out to receive these services that they're seeking. So even if we don't offer the services you're looking for and you have a question, feel free to give us a call, and we'll give you the proper resources to reach out to. We also promote independent living skills. We're a center for independent living. A couple years ago, we purchased the unit next to our facility, renovated it, and turned it into our life skills center. So it's like a mock apartment. We have groups of people come, or people come individually to work on independent living skills such as cooking, cleaning, laundry, like hospitality kind of skills that we all need to know to be independent adults, right? And of course, we have transition services. Some people might be misproperly placed in nursing homes. So we help find them affordable housing, make sure all the amenities in the apartment or house that they're renting are provided for them, make sure all the supports are in place, and we help people with that as well. So, this is just a little more detail about the 5 core services. I think you guys all know what advocacy means, but we get a lot of parents needing help with their children's IEPs, so we certainly are willing to attend IEP meetings with parents, because sometimes it's just the mom or the dad and then all of them at the school, so they need support, so we're certainly willing to do that as well. Accommodations, like I said, protesting and at Springfield for different rights, transportation services, all sorts of different services. The peer counseling services, I also mentioned the groups that we offer. We also promote an accessible Will County peer counseling group in which people share their transportation issues, because some people are really faced with transportation issues. Some people rely on public transportation, and unfortunately it's not at the amount of staff members that it needs to provide efficient public transportation. So we're big on that as well. Like I said, information referral, all sorts of different things if you need help with. Like any question that you have that you don't know the answer, feel free to reach out to us. We will find the answer for you. Independent living skills, I already talked about that a little bit. Transition services and like nursing home, people that are misplaced into the nursing home. Personal assistant programs, some people might not want to live in a nursing home. They want to stay at their home, but they need help living independently at their home, whether it be grocery shopping, cleaning, cooking, assisting with bathroom needs, those sorts of things. We have a personal assistant program in which my new coworker, Amy, she trains people to be qualified personal assistants. So if you need a personal assistant, if you need help living in your home independently, you reach out to the Department of Rehabilitation Services. They'll give you an evaluation, see if you qualify, and then let's say you're awarded a personal assistant for 30 hours a week. You would reach out to us, we provide you with a list of approved personal assistants, and then it'd be up to you guys to reach out to them, interview them, and pick a person that you feel is a good personal assistant to work with you and help you with your daily living skills. Assistive technology for children. You know, this is very high. It seems like it's growing more in demand over years that I've been working at Disability Resource Center. Some kiddos might have a hard time communicating, and it's amazing some of the devices and technology that's available to assist kids with this program. This program is good for children between the ages of birth to 23 years old. We can assist them purchasing an item such as an iPad and a program to help them, like such as Touch Chat, to help them communicate, up to the cost of $600. There is another new program through ITAC, which is the Illinois Telecommunication Access Corporation. They just recently released this program a couple months ago, so it's not on this presentation. But our program is good for kids between birth to 23. Well, when kids are done with school, they might still need these assistants with these devices. ITAC recently started a program that's good for people between the age of 4 to 104. The age doesn't matter, that's great, because like I said, some people are done with high school, they lose a lot of the resources that they were provided with in high school. So that's another great opportunity that is just a new program as well. A fast track program, I work with various high schools as well as at Lewis University and Joliet Junior College and teach a fast track program to preferably students between the age of 18 to 22 years old with special needs. However, we certainly we bend the rules sometimes with people that are in need of the services that we offer. Like, we also have some deaf and hard of hearing services program who are hearing impaired. We have a TTY device at our office. I know not many people use that anymore, but some people might still use that. We certainly have that available, as well as a video relay service system. The ITAC, the Illinois Telecommunications Access Corporation, we also offer free amplified phones. I know not everybody has home phones anymore, but some people still do. And as we get older, our hearing often gets worse. And these phones are amazing because they're amplified. And there's even an option that if you have your hearing is so impaired, it will type out the text that's being communicated to you as well. So that's kind of another option as well. These phones are free. All we need is a form completed by an audiologist, and then you can come to our center and pick out your phone and we'll mail it to you. Life Skills Center, like I said, we purchased the unit next door to us a couple years ago, renovated it. It's like a mock apartment. It's wheelchair accessible. We have the open counter design, so if someone is using a wheelchair for transportation, they can reach the plugs and the appliances and those sorts of things that they would need to use in the kitchen. We have a washing machine and dryer, a dishwasher. You know, I know some of these things are the most fun skills to learn, but we all have to learn these skills anyway, right? It's part of being independent. And then, like I said, the Joliet Junior College and Lewis University, we offer Community Connections program. We focus on independent living skills, work readiness, self-advocacy, peer relationships, money management, and much, much more. I actually had an orientation yesterday for my Lewis class, and I told the students, think about what you want to learn about, because it's more so about what the kids want to learn about than what I'm offering them. And then there's some basic contact information. I gave you guys each a flyer that has all a summary of all the services that we offer, as well as a copy of my business card. Like I said, even if you have any questions that don't pertain to the services that we offer, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be sure to give you the correct resources to point you in the right direction. All right? I know I go fast. Anybody have any questions for me? All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Sam. I am with Age Guide. We're one of the local area agencies on aging. We provide funding to social services organizations for programs for older adults. So basically our mission is to help older adults age in place, and we have programs that were provided through the Older Americans Act that would allow this to happen. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about some of our programs. I'm going to make my presentation shorter than usual so I can allow everyone else to present as well. Basically, the local area agencies on aging play a role in planning, developing, coordinating, and delivering services for older adults. We have a lot of home and community-based programs that we provide funding for. We have elder rights programs, caregiver programs, nutrition programs, health and wellness programs, along with programs for supportive services. Some of the community-based programs that we have are information and assistance, options counseling, assistance with Medicare and Medicaid, benefits assistance and outreach. We also provide funding for programs for some of the senior the senior center activities, education programs, recreational programs as well. We have programs that provide legal assistance through Prairie State Legal Services. We have transportation programs that we provide funding for, and we also have programs for minor residential repairs. So we have programs for caregivers as well. We have programs that support caregivers within the home. We also have respite care programs that provide relief for the caregivers if they just need to go to the store, just need a break or something. We do have programs for that. We have a grandparents raising grandchildren program, and also a program called Family Raising Children, which provides funding for things that you need for whatever relative child that you're raising. It could be like a bed, or if they need assistance for funding for like a summer camp or something, we do have programs that will allow that as well. We have support groups that we provide funding for. We have caregiver training and education programs, and then we also have a supplemental gap filling program which provides funding for things that maybe Medicare or your insurance doesn't pay for. I'm going to talk about our nutrition services programs. We have the home delivered meals program. In order to qualify for this program, you must be at least 60 years old and homebound. If this doesn't apply to you, we do have the community dining programs, which provides a meal for you at like a senior center, or some of the local restaurants have also teamed up with us as well. On the back table, I do have like all of the list of the community dining programs along with the days and times that they serve meals as well. No, that is our funded partners sheet. So there's another sheet. It says nutrition services somewhere. I can also get it for you as well. So another program that we fund, yes, that is it. Yes, another program that we fund is the Elder Rights Program, which is also the Adult Protective Services Program, which provides services for those that are 60 years of age or older, or 18 through 59 with a disability. With this program, there has to be a suspected abuse, exploitation, neglect, or self-neglect case. I do have a list of like hotline resources that have the APS hotline as well. We also provide funding for the Ombudsman program. There's the Long-Term Care Ombudsman, which is an advocate for those in the nursing home. And then there's the Home Care Ombudsman, which is an advocate for those that are within the home. Also, we provide the legal services, which provides legal services through Prairie State Legal, free of charge. I forgot to include that all these programs are free for older adults. I just wanted to add that. We have health and wellness programs. We have a Matter of Balance, Fit and Strong, Healthy Ideas, and Stress Busting programs. We have a veterans program as well. Through the veterans program, they provide in-home caregiving, caregiver support, in-home maintenance, options counseling, transportation, and adult daycare. VA determines the eligibility for these programs. We have programs for social isolation. We have the telephone reassurance program, which provides friendly phone calls to older adults to prevent loneliness. And then we also have the friendly visiting program, which allows an older adult to get a visit from someone within their home as well. We have programs for Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. We have something called the T-Care program, which is the Tailored Caregiver Assessment and Referral Program. This is basically a case management program that really identifies what interventions are needed for the caregiver and the care recipient in order to prevent future long-term care placement. We have the stress busing for family caregivers, which is a 9-week evidence-based caregiver stress intervention program. And then we also have the Tablets to Seniors program, which provides free tablets to seniors free of charge. We have the Senior Community Service Employment Program, which allows adults 55 and older to gain work experience. They would work at least an average of 20 hours per week and get paid at the highest federal minimum wage, local minimum wage. And then another program that we have that deals with frauds and scams is the Senior Medicare Patrol Program. This program basically teaches you how to protect, detect, and report Medicare fraud and errors. So through that program, we basically also teach you how to look at your Medicare summary statement as well. A lot of these programs are that we fund are given through Catholic Charities. So Catholic Charities is going to discuss more in detail about the programs, but since we are the funding source, I kind of just wanted to give you all an introduction to the programs. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kathy Schweikart. I'm the Senior Companion Program Coordinator, but I'm in the Aging and Disability Resource or Aging and Disability Division of Catholic Charities. I passed out a purple folder. These are a lot of the programs that I'm going to talk about today, many of whom are funded by IDOA and Age Guide, as well as AmeriCorps, which is a federal funder. So all of the programs I'm going to talk to you about today are in Will County. Some of them are also in Grundy or Kankakee counties or Iroquois. So I'm just really excited to tell you about a lot of these programs because it's really interesting to me to find out about all that's available, and then I love sharing it with people because some of these programs have been around for 10, 20, 30 years, and we just like to do the outreach to get the information out there. The first program I'm going to talk about today is the Senior Companion Program. That's my particular program. Senior Companions are volunteers who are 55 and older. They enjoy spending time with seniors in their community, and they make regularly scheduled weekly or biweekly visits, and they provide friendship. They also provide transportation to the grocery store, to run errands, to doctor's visits for the people they serve during their visits, and they can provide respite or short-term respite to family caregivers. Senior Companions, this program, if you are a part of a Senior Companion program, you are screened and trained. You go through a thorough background check, and you go through 20 hours of training.
And one of the things that they do is they do what the person they serve enjoys doing. It's a wildly popular program, and I guess I would just say it is free to the people who receive it. So if you have a friend, a neighbor, a family member who you think lives in Will County or Grundy or Kankakee or Iroquois, and they would benefit from this program, give us a call. It's free, and we're always looking for volunteers as well. The next program I'm going to tell you about was just mentioned about the telephone reassurance program. And that is, if maybe you have somebody who doesn't want someone coming into their home or they're a little nervous about that. Well, they can receive weekly phone calls, like once or twice a week, at least 20 minutes. And the whole purpose of this is to reduce loneliness with the homebound individual. The volunteers themselves can be any age as long as they're an adult. And the people that we serve are 60 plus, and they live in Kankakee, Iroquois, or Kankakee, Will, or Grundy County. So the purpose of this program is to develop a connection. The volunteers chat, they listen, they tell stories. They're like a friend, and they're providing really needed companionship. A lot of times people might just join this because they want like a well check, and then they start having a good time talking on the phone, and they're like, why didn't I do this sooner? The neat thing about this program is it protects the volunteer and client phone numbers by using calling software that prevents the personal numbers from appearing on caller ID, and it substitutes Catholic Charities for their number, so it's not like you're sharing your phone number. So we always need volunteers for that, or maybe you know someone who would benefit from this program. The next program I'm going to tell you about is the money management program. This one is wonderful. It assists seniors with money management tasks. It is for low-income seniors, 60 and older, and eligible adults with disabilities. And what do? They provide managing a household budget, making sure routine bills are paid, keeping track of financial matters, and the goal is to prolong independence for the seniors who might struggle with managing their financial affairs. It's a wonderful program. There's a lot of I guess you would say there's a lot of people auditing it, so it's a very safe program, and everybody goes through a background check who works on this. If you're a person who's good with numbers, or you're someone who did this for your mom or your cousin, it's a great program, and it's a wonderful program for the seniors who receive it, because maybe their spouse, who was the person who handled everything, is no longer there, and so now here's a person that will come in once a month and make sure the important bills are paid and make sure that they're staying within their budget. Who's a part of this program? Well, a senior who's in the community care program, or someone who is referred by Adult Protected Services. And I would say if someone wants this program and they're not a part of the community care program, well, they can call our money management staff and they'll see, hey, do you qualify for the community care program, and see if you could receive it. Another program is our foster grandparent program. That's another AmeriCorps program where you're 55 and older as a volunteer, and you go into the schools. If you're someone who's a senior and you like kids and you want to work in schools, right now we're in Joliet and the surrounding communities in terms of school districts, but we can always apply to any school district as long as they're in Will County. And what our volunteers that work in the schools, the foster grandparents, do is they give a little bit of one-on-one attention to kids in kindergarten through 5th grade. And they help them with math or reading, and they also are another person to be there and listen to that child and make them feel. So people who are income eligible would receive a small stipend for being a volunteer in this program, and everybody who volunteers in that one receives a mileage reimbursement. The last, before I get to ADRN, I'm going to talk about community-based programs. How many of you have ever taken like an exercise class or a crafting class? Anyone? Well, how'd you like to go to one for free? Community-based programs are funded by age guide. And so these programs are in Will, Grundy, and Kankakee, and they're free. And we provide them throughout Will County. I gave examples of all the Will County programs we have going on right now. They're, things like a matter of balance, WITS workout, Tai Chi in a chair, stress busting for caregivers, other recreational courses, and crafting courses. So, a lot of times they're at the local library or a community center, and all you have to do is register, and then you can go for free. So, as long as you're 60 and above, but it's a great program, and we have wonderful staff who put these on. So. The last thing I want to tell you about, which is our most comprehensive program for seniors, is the Aging and Disability Resource Network. That program assists individuals who are over 60 with information and assistance, options counseling, flexible community services, funds, and also benefit access. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about all of those. Information and assistance is giving individuals who are 60 plus current information on opportunities and services available in their community. We're able to address any concerns they have, and we can receive calls from the participant themselves, from a family member, from a friend, from a neighbor, from another agency about a person, and then we can, try to help that person. For example, say someone might qualify for the community care program and get some funding for home care or home delivered meal or other services like that. We also do pre-qualifications for the community care program for Will County seniors. This program also makes referrals for home delivered meals, transportation services that are available, caregiver support, that sort of thing. And we make referrals all the time. So maybe, you don't know what's available for you in the community, and our ADRN people can let you know over the phone. And on one of the forms in there, the phone number is there. So it's kind of like a customer service call, to say, hey, what services are available for me in Will County? The SHIP program. So the SHIP means Senior Health Insurance Program. And what that is confidential information and assistance about Medicare and related benefits. So all of the people who answer the phone are certified and trained on SHIP. And it's an involved process. So they know what they're doing. They're not insurers. So they're never trying to sell you one thing or another. They're always looking for what's the best fit for you. And they won't push you into anything. They'll just give you your options. They can help you find a drug plan that's affordable. They can help you apply for extra help in reducing your monthly premiums. They can help you apply for qualified Medicare beneficiaries. And they can also do an application for the Benefit Access Program. I'm going to tell you just a second about the Benefit Access Program. A lot of people know that or think of it as the license plate registration discount. So what that is, it's sponsored through the Illinois Department on Aging, and if you qualify, eligibility is based on income level for the household and or disability. You can get a discount that's significant on your license plate registration. And I think it lasts for up to like 2 years. So it's a wonderful program, and it costs you nothing to see, hey, do I qualify for that? It also, we help do applications for ride-free PACE buses. So that's an important benefit for everyone. Flexible community funding. So that is anyone who has lost continued health and safety or community resources. We help them secure needed assistance. And the individuals may be frail with health, psychological, social, or economic or environmental issues impacting them. And they're 18 to 59 with disabilities or 60 and older. And examples of the types of funding that we provide are rental assistance, utility bills, medication help, food, clothing, medical goods. So that's a wonderful program. The funding year for that starts always in October 1. So just letting you know that sometimes towards the end, they might be a little low on the funding if we've gone through it, but it's very popular. So just to let you know that it's out there. And then the last thing that I'm going to tell you about, since you already covered the ombudsman, we do have ombudsman on our staff, is options counseling. This is a service that is also for people 60 and older, as well as people who are 18 to 59 with a disability. And it helps you make informed decisions on long-term care and other supports. We provide information, advice, and options available. There's no income requirement for this program, and it just really provides a foundation for you moving forward on your own. So if you're thinking about, what's my next step when I sell my house, where do I want to go, what are my options in the community, this is a great service for you to call, and it's called Options Counseling. So that's just a lot of the information that Catholic Charities does. We're a social service agency serving Will, Grundy, Kankakee, and Iroquois. Depending on the program, it might have a county restriction. And, we serve everybody. So if you need us, we're funded by a lot of grants that we're open to everybody. So does anyone have any questions or need more information on anything? I know it's a lot. I feel like I'm trying to crash it all in, but just know that there's phone numbers there. You can call us and we'll go into more detail on your particular situation. All right? Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents. First of all, I just want to introduce myself. I'm a rookie in this thing, which means I have not done really public speaking as much as in groups, yes, but not really in a big group. But thank you for giving me a chance to explain. My name is Prem Jain. I am the Director of Nutrition Services for Will County with Meals on Wheels. We have 11 locations where we have certain locations have just the home delivered meal, and there are certain locations we have only cafe. So age guide, she has already covered a lot of things, but I'm going to go more in detail. And I know food is always which brings people together. So our goal is to provide you, anybody over 60 and up, we provide you a nutritious meal to go or to deliver at your place. So that's basically the role of Meals on Wheels is. So just to go through, what is a cafe program? The cafe program is, we call it C1. Basically, we have cafes are available from 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock till 1:30. You can walk in anytime as long you are 60 years old. And the only thing you got to do is fill out a form, and that is required by state government as well as by our agency, which is funder, which is the age guide. So we really need to fill out that form. And the reason why we fill out the form, because it also tells us your nutrition needs, whether you are sodium free, whether you have you want some mesh products or any type of information you need, that gives us an idea, so we can work with our caterer to provide you those needs. So that's really critical for us to get that information. And the other thing what we do, each cafe is different. Like we have 11. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. We have Bolingbrook, which caters to Romeoville and also Naperville, Plainfield, some other areas where we do breakfast. And like what Kathy just said, we do a lot of activities in that Bolingbrook location, where there is a senior program. They come in the morning, they have some exercise, which is also funded by the township itself, and then after their exercise, we provide them breakfast, a nutritious breakfast. All our meals which are provided to seniors are certified by a dietitian, which means we have to have protein, carbohydrates, veggies, and fiber. So those are the basic 4 golden triangle things that we provide to everybody. So that's another thing we do. So in Bolingbrook, we do breakfast, we do lunch 1 day a week. And then some other location, we have Park Towers, which is a senior high-rise building. We do cafe only for 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So those are the things which we do. And what we are trying to do is bring people. Since COVID, everybody is isolated. They are still not coming out of their shell. They are still sitting in there, and they want the food to be delivered. But there are a lot of seniors who are isolated, lonely. They are really, we want them to come out, mingle, and to get to know each other. And we do a lot of social activities. I have some pamphlets here. I'm going to leave it. I didn't bring as many but I have few. Like this Friday, on 29th of August, we are doing in New Lenox called Senior Luncheon, where we have a lot of activities going on. We have bingo, craft fairs. We do special dress up a certain way. We do raffle prizes. We do all kinds of things. So we have been doing that, and we make a special day in a month. We call it Special Event Day. And then we invite the state senators, we invite people from the local government as well as people from around the town to come and give their prospect what the Meals on Wheels is. So that is the Senior Dining Community Cafe. And the other program which we deal with is C2, which is home delivered meals. So we delivered home meals. Anybody who is 60 and up. The only caveat for C2, you have to be 60, and we work with the senior services of Will County. They have to register through them, and then senior services of Will County call us, and then we call the person to let them know when we are going to be starting. Depending on the paperwork, sometime it takes time, but we try, our goal is to within 24 to 72 hours. The other caveat with that is sometimes people are not home, we leave a message, but we never leave the food at the door. The reason for that is food safety, because food safety is very critical for us. We want to make sure the food, there are 2 reasons. One is the food safety. The second reason, which is really, really critical for us, is when a volunteer goes to your home, knock at the door to go, and we want to check your welfare to see you are okay, you are not fallen, or something you need special circumstances. So in those kind of cases, we work with the senior services of Will County. We call their case manager and we advise them. And then if we can't reach them, we do have an emergency contact. We try to contact the emergency contact to see what is going on, why this person has not really answered their door for last 2 days. What is going on? So we are really concerned about your welfare. And that is those 2 key components are very critical for us to keep this program going. The next thing what we do, if we can't find anybody, then we call the local police and we ask the sheriff to go check it out. So that's the only way we want to make sure you are all good to go. So those are a couple of things we are doing. Now we have started a new program. It's called Senior Dining, which is we work with the local restaurants. So in Will County, we just did the grand opening. It's called Urban Cafe, Urban Kitchen. It's right on Route 30 near Canton Farm Road. And what we do is in that kind of, it's a new program, but Grundy and Kendall County has already 2 or 3 restaurants on each of their locations. So we just started one, and we are negotiating with another one, which is going to be in Moni, and we are trying to get a little bit more, working with Golden Corral, a couple of other restaurants where we want seniors to come out, enjoy a nice meal in their restaurant, and it costs you only $6. Rest of the money, we get the funding from Age Guide, and we try to get them out. So what you have to do is come out. We have a number to call, and we are doing by appointments. So we have our outreach coordinator. Her name is Deanna. You just call her, book an appointment, and buy that card. You just pay $6, and you can go anytime to Urban Kitchen, which is Monday to Sunday. There is a special menu. They have all kinds of burgers, Mexican food, continental food, or breakfast. You can buy anything you like, and you have to go enjoy and meet other people. And that program is getting very popular. We just did the grand opening 2 weeks ago, and we want everybody to know that is really a good price. Nowadays, just where do you get for $6 a good meal? In a restaurant? Even you go to McDonald's, they are charging you $15, $20. But now McDonald's is starting a price war, but how long? But again, we want to make sure our senior gets a good meal, nutritious meal, which is certified by our dietitian. So those are some programs we are working on it. And with the help of Age Guide, we are really, really thriving in Will County, Cook County, Grundy County, as well as Kendall County. So those are the programs we are doing. And if you know anybody, and we are always looking for volunteers, like what Kathy just said, because volunteers are always needed if you know anybody, friend, family, and we are going to different organization to do special events over there to bring people in. At the same time, we want to extend invitation, so you come and work. At the same time, you deliver and be a part of Meals on Wheels program. So these are some of the things we are doing, and we are continuing to grow, and we are looking to get our wings spread all over Will County. So especially in the remote area where people don't know our program, we really try to go with different agencies to work with different churches to get them out, and we do all kind of different events. So that's basically I have not prepared these things. This is just coming out of my heart. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me. Anybody questions? No? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi. I am by no means a speaker at all either, so bear with me. I am from New Lenox Township. I am the manager of the transportation department. I have been with New Lenox Township for about 18 and a half years, been the manager. This is our fleet. We have 4 vehicles right now, 3 cars. We also have a wheelchair car that can transport wheelchair passengers if you need it. So this is it right here. It's very nice. Yep. So New Lenox Township is very proud to offer a safe and efficient means of transportation to help you live independently and to remain an active part of the community. We have 3 vehicles that run throughout the day, and we also have the wheelchair van accessible if you need it. We provide a door-to-door service for you within the boundaries of New Lenox Township. It's a great service for you if you need it. We run from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's for seniors. It's pretty much for everybody. Seniors are $3 each way. Adults, if you're 14 to 59, it's $5 each way. Children 9 to 13 are $3 each way. We also go into Mokina and Frankfort for medical only. We also go to the VA clinic, which is the old Silver Cross Hospital. We do go into there for, and that's also, if you go into Mokina or Frankfurt, it's double the fare, so it'd be $6 there, $6 back. Just to give you an example for where we go into New Lenox, the services, it's great. We do a lot of rides to the Lincoln Way Special Rec Center. We go for medical appointments, therapy. A lot of people use our service for therapy if they have to have knee replacement, shoulder replacement, anything. They call us for therapy. We do a lot of service for that. Dialysis appointments. There's two dialysis in New Lenox. We use both of those services. University of Chicago, the Cancer Center. We do a lot of appointments back and forth to that. Silver Cross, several times a day. You'll see our cars in and out of Silver Cross several times a day. Dentist appointments. We take a lot of people back and forth to work that can't get to work. We have people that are seniors that get back and forth to work, people with special needs that can't get to work. They'll call us if it's in the times that we work 7 to 4. We'll get them there, get them back. People that need to get to the train station in New Lenox, there's a couple train stations. We get them there to the train, get them back. Food pantry, our food pantry service, people that need to get to the food pantry and can't get there, they call us. We get them to the food pantry, get them back home. The grocery stores, to the banks. We have a lot of ladies that need to get to the hair appointments. We get them to the hair appointments. Got to get them to the hair appointments once a week.
That's important.
It's very important. And we have a lot of those. Get them there. We have a lot of people that their cars break down. They need to get their cars to the auto shops. And we drop them off there or take them to get their cars back and forth. It happens. We're there to pick them up, take them back and forth. We have a couple people that have little dogs, little cats. They get their dogs groomed. We take them, drop them off to get their dogs groomed, get them back. As long as they're little and they can get in the car, and we get them there and get them back. Seniors do have a lot of pets, so we accommodate them. People have their nails and pedicures. Seniors do that. We take them, get them there, get them back. A lot of seniors like to go for breakfast and lunch, and they can't get there, and there's a lot of restaurants in New Lenox, so we pick them up, we accommodate them for an hour. Just call me, let me know what they want to do, and we accommodate them for that. Walmart, Target, pretty much anything you want to do, basically you call me, I do all the work, you call me, tell me what you want to do, how long you want to go for, I do the rest. It's pretty simple. So you just call the township, you ask for Debbie, tell me what you want to do, and I do all the rest. It's a great service. Before COVID, we were doing about 700 to 800 rides a month. We're up to about 300 to 400 a month right now. So the numbers are building back up. It's a great service the township offers. A lot of people don't even know that we're around. I feel that you should, because you see our little white cars all around New Lenox. We're a riding billboard. But I try to do mall trips. A lot of people like to get out to the malls, either Orland, Joliet. I try to do the Brookside Commons in Tinley Park that's on Harlem. A lot of people like to do the home goods store, the Super Target. They like to go out there, so I'll do that. A lot of the ladies like to go out or just tell me where you want to go. We do that a couple times a month. The reservations are required just because it does fill up a lot. So I require a 24-hour reservation. Call me up. If you can call me the same day, if I have availability, I'll try and work you in. But it does fill up pretty quick. So I do ask people to call me the same day to try and get in. But other than that, it does fill up pretty quick. But it's a great service. I try to put it out there that it's available for anybody that lives in New Lenox, lives in the township of New Lenox, to give me a call. If you're having therapy or you're having any kind of doctor's appointments, or a lot of seniors are moving in with their kids that are moving into New Lenox and they're working and they can't get out. We do a lot of kids after school programs if their parents are working and kids need a ride home after school, or they call us. It's a great service, and we're here to help you if you need us, and give me a call. It's, just wanted to let you guys all know, if you know anybody that needs a ride and lives in New Lenox Township, yep.
I have a friend, her mother-in-law lives with her, and she goes to dialysis 3 times a week. And unfortunately, my friend works 3 days a week, and the day she's off, she has to take her mother-in-law to dialysis. She
Yep.
tried to call you guys, and you guys refused her.
Was it during the, was it an hour during the services that we couldn't get her, or was it her chair time?
She goes Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Let's
So I
say,
can see Saturday would be a problem.
right.
But
It depends on her chair time and the availability.
her chair time.
Like what time she's on the,
3 hours, yeah.
right, so it depends on what time
But
the,
my friend was told that she couldn't, the mother-in-law couldn't use the service because there was a person in the house driving.
that the
That was
person,
available to drive her to dialysis.
I'm not understanding.
She was told that she couldn't use the service because there was a person in the house that was available to drive her to dialysis.
Oh, I wouldn't have told her that.
No, okay.
Yeah.
This is a while ago.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because the only
I'm
time
gonna
that,
call you again.
yeah, because the only time that wouldn't have been if it wasn't, there wasn't availability, or if it was the time that we weren't running.
No, she just said it was because since Linda was home on those days, she'd be able to take her mother-in-law to dialysis.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't make any, no, I would have never told her that.
Is there a requirement that the person doesn't have anything else to drive them, or?
No, because as long as there's a driver, there's usually 3 or 4, because there's 2 full-times, and then I have 3 part-times. So there's plenty of drivers, so as long as there's somebody that's available, that she's going to one of the dialysis that's in New Lenox,
Southern
right?
Cross,
Yeah, yeah, so as long as her chair time is within the time frame that we're open, and I have somebody that can pick them up or
Yeah,
take them.
she's gotta be there like at 10:30 and
Oh, yeah,
for 3 hours.
yeah, so as long as, yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
they-
have- Your name, Debbie, I'm gonna have her call you.
yeah, I'm the manager, so yeah, have her give me a call, and if there's a driver that can take her or pick her up, there shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now I'm doing 2 of them right now.
Okay.
I've got 2 dialysis that run with me a couple times a week.
Oh, all right, okay, I'll let her know then.
Yeah, yeah, and then,
How long has this program been around?
I've been doing it for almost 19.
Oh, wow.
So, and then I know I'd say about 35.
Wow.
Yeah, because I know a couple girls that were ahead of me. So it's
Yeah,
been around for a
long
while.
time.
Yeah, and it's, a lot of people don't even know that it exists. So, yeah, so trying to get it out there is, yeah, it's a great service.
I have a question. So the question is, with the senior dining, we have a lot of buildings where we are in township of New Lenox.
Yes,
right now, and there's a building across the street.
You're in Guy Cell Building, yes?
Where a lot of senior wants to come, but with the transportation, they can't afford to come just from that distance to that distance. So that makes kind of tough for us to go and pick them up. And so they are kind of, especially in winter, it's very challenging.
I used to pick up a couple people and bring them to the Meals on Wheels.
So do you have a program like that? I can work with you after this meeting, so see what we can do.
As long, well, if they live in if they live in New Lenox Township, or,
Yes,
in
they
the
are.
bill, yeah, if they can call me, and I've talked to them, or in that building there, I've left the brochure, they can call me, it's $3 to bring them there and $3 to bring them home.
But that is the problem. See, they say just for the meals,
Mm-hmm.
they have to, we don't charge them the meal, we ask for a donation.
Mm-hmm.
And some senior, they say, getting $3 and $6, that's a lot of money, especially nowadays with the inflation is so high
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's struggling, the Social Security doesn't cut for them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work with Kathy, money management. The reason why I'm saying, when I used to go to seniors' home,
Right.
and I used to see them struggling with their budgets, they cannot afford to, even food-wise, they can't even afford.
Right, yeah.
That's why we provide them some extra meals. Is there any program where we can have somebody to drop and pick them up after 2 hours or something? Because then we can definitely help them to provide them a nutritious meal. Or if they don't eat that particular meal, they can always use it for next day because we can provide them frozen meals too. So
Yeah, that I don't know. I'd have to talk to my boss about that, but that I don't know. But I do know that I have talked to them about, bringing them and bringing them back. But I do know that I am speaking at that luncheon next Thursday.
right, yeah. That's why we wanted to get you going.
Yes, because I will be there next Thursday for that luncheon.
Because transportation is big thing for us.
It is big, yes.
And we want seniors to come out.
Yes.
And one of the reasons they are not coming, because I hear their comments all the time.
Yes.
Saying, hey, I don't have the money. How do you want to me to come?
Right.
That is big. And we don't have the funding. We have the funding for food.
Right.
But we don't have the funding for all the other knickknacks.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Thank you.
I
We'll
understand.
share with you.
I do understand. Yes, but it is a great program, and we are very busy. I mean, our rides are coming up, and it's like I said before COVID, we were doing 700-800 rides. Now we're about 300-400. Yes, Patty.
I'm with the township. I would love to figure out how we could do that for the seniors, to get them even if they just came for the Meals on Wheels, but also at the same time, then they could visit the food pantry
Yes.
and get their groceries, because we have a really great food pantry too.
Yes.
Because I don't want to see them,
Yeah.
that break my heart.
Well, that's the
So,
one thing.
I don't know. Maybe
Right.
we could talk,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, that's-
know what is available from the state or what we can find, maybe we can talk together and find a
Yes,
way
I
to
would
fund
love to
it.
talk, yeah. Because my passion is to see how we can provide them the necessary food they require, 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
But we are providing 2 meals, so at least.
Yeah, sorry.
Any other questions? No, all good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brittany Groover, and I am one of the 4 social workers here at the Will County Sheriff's Office. So my office is actually in this building. So actually, I should say 1 of 5. It's our supervisor, Bonnie. Like I said, my name is Brittany. That's Courtney Garfield. And then we have another human employee. And then the most important part of our team is Chase. He is our comfort dog here at the Will County Sheriff's Office. He is, correct me, 3 now, correct? Yeah. He just had a birthday. He is a 3-year-old Labradoodle. And so Chase he's been a great asset to our team. So we thought we would bring him here today, and Courtney can walk him around. If you're not a dog person, no problem, just let her know. But if you do want to pet him, he's always up for that. So he goes to a lot of different community events. He actually goes to a couple classrooms at some schools in Homer Glen. Kids that are learning to read to him in the library. And yeah, we think he has the best job ever. But so Courtney will walk around with him while I'm talking, but I figured.
I have a question.
Yeah,
So if we want
absolutely.
Chase to go to some events where
Absolutely.
seniors are dining,
Yes,
they would love to have him.
absolutely.
So who should we coordinate?
Courtney's going to pass out my card while she's walking around with the dog. And yeah, if you ever have any community events, like I said, he goes to the schools. There was a event last night at New Lenox, Your Light Still Shines for overdose awareness. He was there. He goes everywhere. So if you have any community events that you attend and think people might enjoy his presence, definitely let us know. He's available for that. So yeah. So that's just one part of what we do. But my primary role here at the Sheriff's Office is mostly a lot of providing resources and referrals to the community for a variety of things. So that could include need for referrals for mental health services, but also we refer to a lot of the individuals that have spoke before me here for Meals on Wheels, Catholic Charities. We refer to all those partners as well. Oftentimes, we're talking to people after they have had contact with our deputies on the street in some capacity, but I'm very happy they invited me to present here today as well, because we're happy to help anybody. It doesn't just have to be because you've called the Will County Sheriff's Office to your house for some reason. We are available to any member of the community that is in need of something. So, like I said, please feel free to give us a call if you need anything at all. We provide assistance with individuals in need of an order of protection if they're in a domestic violence situation. We have several different substance use prevention initiatives here at the Will County Sheriff's Office, which I will talk about in a little bit. One other thing that we provide here at the Sheriff's Office that is really neat is it's what's called a scent kit. And I don't know, we did have if anybody follows their social media page, they just posted a video about this not too long ago. But what these kits are is for individuals who maybe developmental disabilities or living with somebody that has concerns with memory. What these kits are is you take an article of clothing from that individual and you keep it in this kit. And in the event that that individual should wander off, become confused, disoriented, and maybe, unfortunately go missing, our bloodhound, who is a member of our canine team, can take that item and that can help with locating somebody. Like I said, I should have showed you the body cam video they posted the other day. It was incredible. Our bloodhound, they actually tracked somebody who was in a cornfield. He had gone missing and had wandered off into this cornfield, and that family, this is on the page, so I'm not sharing any information that is not already in the public, but they had one of these scent kits, and so our bloodhound was able to use that kit to ultimately find that individual safely. So again, if you or anybody you know is living with, an individual that maybe has some concerns where they may get lost or, confused or wander off at all, that is a wonderful tool. And those are free of charge. Like I said, we passed out my card. You can reach out to me and I can connect you with, it's actually our canine sergeant who has those kits, but we can get you one of those for free. And it's a great tool, it's one of those tools you hope you never need to have, but it's such a wonderful thing and resource that's available. So please reach out if you need any of that. Also, in terms of preventing scams, I know I heard Officer Koltika talked about that a little bit, but like one of your previous meetings, it sounds like, right? Yeah. We have a detective here who also works financial crimes, and she is happy to help you if you ever have any concerns with scam. If you're concerned that something is a scam, not sure if something's a scam, she's happy to sit down with you, look over, if there's anything on technology or somebody's calling, she's happy to, go over stuff with you and let you know, what she thinks. There's so much stuff out there now. It's crazy with technology, the different things that people try to do to scam people. So we're happy to help, and we're really, we are very concerned about that and want to make sure to try to prevent that in any way possible. So likewise, you can always reach out to me, and she can either come to your house and take a look, or you can come in, or if you just ever have any questions about anything related to that, we're happy to help with that. Like I mentioned, we have a lot of different initiatives for substance use prevention efforts here at the Sheriff's Office. We have a couple of things. If you or anybody you know is living with an individual struggling with a substance use disorder, we have Narcan available to the community for free. What that does is that is a medication that can reverse an opioid overdose. So that can be something very important to have in your home, even if it's not somebody that's struggling with a substance use issue. But sometimes the opioid medications can be very strong, and overdoses can be accidental too. So if anybody's even prescribed opioids or taking opioids, it's never hurts to have Narcan in your house just in case too. So we provide that to the community free of charge as well. The other thing we have is locking pill bottles for prescription pills. So sometimes if people are taking medications, but they live in a home with, kids or other individuals, those boxes can be used to keep your prescription pills locked and make sure that you are the only person that has access to them. So I do actually have those bottles with me after we're all done. If anybody's interested in one, we're happy to give you one. Those are available to the community as well. So even if you don't take one today or you know somebody else that could use one, have them reach out to us and we're happy to give those away as well. So it's kind of a very short summary, but I just wanted to highlight some of the different things that we're able to provide here. But again, please don't feel like it has to be after you've had contact with our deputies. We're happy to help in a proactive way as well. Do you have anything to add? I think that...
I don't think so. Yeah, we need to grab some more of your business cards.
All right, I got some more. Anybody have any questions? I guess I don't want to go into... Yeah.
If, like, for example, if you had a senior that you were working with that lived alone but needed someone to dispense the medication, would a locking bottle work for them?
Yeah, as long as the person... No, so with the code, it's it kind of looks like almost a luggage, like one of the locks you put on your suitcases. So if we set the code, they could give the code if they had somebody that had to dispense the medications. As long as, that person is a, trusted person, you could give that code out. And it can only be set one time. So that's the only thing with them we can, so I can show you. It's pretty nifty, but yeah, we can set the code to a unique code that somebody's going to remember, and then it's just a great tool, maybe following surgeries or a procedure, different types of medications that you maybe want to take extra precautions to keep safe from anybody else in the house. Yeah.
Might be a good idea for I go to the grandkids. Or
absolutely.
You put your pills in the purse.
100%. And we were giving them out yesterday evening, and a ton of people took them. What was that?
We need to grab the cups.
Okay, a ton of people took them for a variety of reasons. Like you said, even if you don't live with, kids or anybody else, I take my medications here or on the plane. If you travel at all, or there's a variety of reasons why people find them, useful. But it's just an extra layer of protection to keep those medications out of the hands of young ones.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
The question is, with the seniors, I'm dealing mostly with the seniors.
Yeah.
So what you mentioned about sometimes the seniors have dementia, sometimes they just walk away.
Yes.
I know you were talking about the dogs and the scent and all that stuff, but do you have anything in technology?
Yeah.
You can give some ideas. So
absolutely.
Because a lot of families are asking the ways how to counteract those kind of things.
So another great tool that we recommend to families too is an Apple AirTag. They're not cheap, but they are not extremely expensive either. And so you can get them, and we've had families that have put them maybe in a shoe or in a vehicle if the individual is still driving, and then that connects to the phone, so it can show location. I know sometimes people are like, that kind of feels weird. I'm putting a tracking device, and that can be used for bad reasons too. But it's everything with technology, right? It's a blessing and a curse. A tracking thing can be used for very malicious reasons, but we have had situations, and actually the individual, they had said, in that situation too, they had an AirTag, but just wore a different pair of shoes or something like that. Yeah, so the AirTags can be a great tool in that.
How much is the cost for AirTag?
I haven't looked recently. I want to say one is
for $79 when I just been on vacation.
Yeah, people put it in their luggage so that if it gets lost at the airport.
Mine did get lost, didn't come back with me from Europe for a few days.
Oh no!
It's nice to know that I knew exactly where it was located, and I can call and say,
the downside,
it's at O'Hare and Two right now.
Yeah.
The downside of AirTags,
the
way that they work is they ping off to other people.
Yes, Apple stuff, yeah.
So my son is high functioning autism. When he was younger, he'd get bad. He'd bolt. And thankfully, new Lenox, the drone goes up and they're like, he's in the woods again.
Yeah.
And I say, and my husband would find him, but it kind of works. But
Yeah, it's
if
not
you're up
a,
in a cornfield,
yeah.
It's not gonna ping off of somebody.
It's not a foolproof thing for sure, but definitely
Of
a,
everybody else's iPhones.
yeah. It can be a tool.
Just stick on door alarms.
Stick on, what was that?
Door alarm.
Oh, okay.
If you open, they open
Yeah.
the door. It has like a, you get them like, what is it, pack them? And it has, where you can turn them off, a little thing. So you can turn them off or leave them on at night or something.
Yeah.
So you know if they open the door and walk out.
So
Yeah.
this will be a good project
Yeah.
for the technology to look and see how we can save
Yeah.
some lives which are really
Yeah, again, like I said, we have a lot of individuals that use the air tags, but again, as with any technology, right, like it's, none of it is a perfectly perfect solution, but, tools in the toolbox is what I say, right? It's
Right.
at least suggestions when people are, asking, it's something to at least look into. Absolutely, yes, and we've had that, individual, they'll put it in a pair of shoes, in the car, in different things, which, like I said, there's good and bad. On one hand, it feels kind of like, invasive, but it really can be very, very helpful, so.
My son and them, and asked me, I brought him on what, the girl had son was going to kindergarten all the time. She's like a necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's her necklace.
Her, yeah. Tracked, yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, perfect. All right, any other questions? Awesome. Well, like I said, if anybody has any questions, you've got my card. You can reach out about any of those things that we mentioned at any time. And like I said, we can either come to you and drop those things off, or you can meet us here, and we're happy to do that. So thank you all for having me today.
And I just want to mention real quick, not to forget that your fire departments do offer smoke alarms for the home, and we'll go in, we'll install them. We have battery-only alarms. So if you have the wired-in kind, we can't necessarily help with that. But we have partnered with our local ACE here in New Lenox. We can give you a coupon for 20% off when you purchase that. Keep in mind, October is Fire Prevention Month. So if you go to some of the local stores, if you're in need of some smoke alarms, they offer some good discounts, usually this time of year, leading into that. Another thing I want to mention is thanks to the New Lenox Township, their Family Services Foundation, they were able to donate money to our New Lenox Fire District so we could purchase 30 more residential Knox boxes. They look like this. They hang on your door. They have a spare key for your home. We just put it over your front door, and then the fire department has a key so we can get in if there is an emergency without having to worry about breaking into any doors or anything like that. We're able to easily access your homes. So if this is something that you're interested in, call myself. Manhattan also has a program very similar. It is a free program that we offer. These are very expensive, so we just request that whenever you are finished using it, whether you're moving to another location or whatever the situation might be, that you contact us. Someone can either bring it back to us or we can go out and get it. But it's wonderful. We have, I think, about 60 of them out in the community right now. And I just put 3 or 4 out last week, so.
I got a question. Years ago, the fire department used to give these little adapters out, and they used to be used in your outside lights, and you screw it down underneath your light bulb. And if you had a situation where you call an ambulance or fire truck, whatever, you turn your outside light off and on twice real fast, and then it would blink. It'd go into strobing motion.
Oh,
I wonder if
interesting.
they've ever done that. They did that like 30 years ago.
I've never heard of that. I've been with the fire department for 11 years.
Like a little adapter, screw light bulb, you screw that in, and you screw the light bulb in that. Is your light off?
Yeah, I can ask about it, but I haven't.
Boy, years ago, I think it's been 40.
Okay. I was gonna say, I've never heard about it. I don't think any of our colleagues, any of the other fire life safety educators in Illinois, we've never heard of it, but I can ask. I'll ask around.
If it's nighttime, they don't have to look, they can grab flash.
Right. Yeah, that would be nice.
And to play off of that, so Manhattan Fire also offers the Knoxbox system program. We have free smoke alarms, same thing with ACE. If you purchase a smoke alarm from them, they will give you a 10 to 15, possibly 20% off discount. But in our fire district, we cover rural areas as well, a lot of Peatone, all of Peatone, I should say, Wilton Center. So we also offer a rural address sign program. Even if you don't live in our fire district, if you are in need of a rural address sign, there are the big signs that you'll see out on the mailboxes with the white lettering on them or number system. It helps us at night to be able to see your address better. So even if you're in a residential area, you should have those numbers visible, not with contradicting colors. They're easy to see as you're driving past at night. And then I know New Lenox also offers, so we'll just go ahead and mention the File of Life. These are free. These are wonderful to have. We have some in the back. You may take those for yourselves, your loved ones, but what it is, if you're unaware, you just put all your medical information in there, your emergency contacts, and you put it on the refrigerator. We have a nice little sticker that goes with it, so you could put that by your Knox box so that the firefighters know that this is on your refrigerator, or you can keep one in your wallet as well. It's just nice to have that little extra information that's available, especially in a medical emergency, where they can just go, here you go, and they know what everything is for us too. Manhattan also offers Matter of Balance. And we do go in and do fall assessments in the home. So if any of my Manhattan residents are here and you would like me to do a fall assessment in your home, I would love to come on out. We can have a cup of coffee and see how we can help reduce your risks of falls at home.
Great.
Great.
What was the Knox box? I'm sorry.
Residential Knox boxes. Who needs them?
Were you questioning that? What was the Knox box?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you afterwards.
We'll go ahead and
Yeah,
show you.
I'll show you all of it.
Yes.
I just had a question.
Yes.
I know smoke alarm we are talking about. What about the carbon monoxide?
I have a couple of those. I am working on trying to get some donated. They are expensive.
They are expensive.
They are expensive.
That's why they're asking us to provide us. I said,
Right.
can't provide them, but I can find out.
I get those when people donate to me, and I know that we are reaching out to a couple places right now. I've reached out to a lot of the large manufacturers, and they're no longer doing it. Same thing with batteries. I've reached out, and a lot of the battery places are no longer giving us batteries either to go out and use for that. That being said, as of almost 2 years ago, there is a new smoke alarm law that went into place that when you are replacing your current smoke alarms, you need to make sure if it's a battery only that it's a 10-year battery that's in it, which is alleviating the need to have to go out and change your batteries twice a year. So now they should be, where's wood? They should be good for 10 years, right?
Yep.
So there's a lot of movement with that, and that's helping hopefully to reduce the number of deaths and things
How long are
from.
those carbon things?
Depends on the manufacturer, 7 to
About
10
7
years.
to 10 years, yep. Just check on the back. If you can, our big suggestion is if you install a smoke alarm or a CO detector, keep the instructions for it and write down the date that you activated it, because that's going to help you too. Your smoke alarms are only good for 10 years. If you start to see that they're yellowing, there's a lot of dust up there, they're chipping away, it might be time for you to go up there and take that one down. And same with your CO detectors. You want to make sure that you're checking those regularly and along with the expiration on the back, or the manufacturer date.
Even if they're plug-in?
Yep.
Yep.
All of them, yeah.
Have you tried the Home Depot or?
Yep, we're working on it. We're working on a few places right now. I can't really say until I know for sure what's happening. But I'm trying my darndest to get more CO detectors in our area.
Because
I only have maybe 2 left right now to hand out, and they're close to
So
expiration.
if you know of anyone who likes, making donations to fire district, we would love CO detectors.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had a question?
I did.
Yes.
Those batteries for the smoke alarms, aren't those lithium ion?
Yes.
I think
Are
so.
those the problems if they catch fire?
I haven't heard so many with, I haven't necessarily heard any of issues when it comes to those in the smoke alarms per se. I hear more of like with the hoverboards and other things like that, where they're a little bit bigger and you have to be careful where you're plugging them in and how you're keeping them and all that kind of fun stuff.
There was
So
recently a video of a couple dogs, they were gnawing on a charger.
yeah, that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah. It was a house fire.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did stand there and watch it for a while though.
Well, you know.
Does anyone have any questions for us regarding the fire department and any services that we offer?
If not, thank you so much to all of our speakers and all the great information. So,
Thank you. This was our best one, I think.
next month is on fall prevention, and it is going to be back at the New Lenox Police Department for that month, and then we'll be back here in October, November, and December.
So, all right, great.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Have
you.
a safe day. Enjoy the weather.